So, hey, I got one of these big boxes. Something in here. Let's get it out. Let's check it in so we can check it out. Limited edition. Ooh. Fancy. All right. Stickers and cleaning cloths and all that good stuff. It's got this amazing case. And what do we got here? All right. So I'm probably not going to show all this, but so I bought this on the used market, and the used seller sent me his receipt. So that's pretty cool. So I see what he paid for it, and I didn't pay him near that for it. And so it's a special. It's number 74 out of 300. It's the Wee Knife CHARITH with the blue frag pattern, and it's CPM 20 CV, and it's numbered with a receipt. That's pretty cool, man. Thank you. All right. Well, let's get it out of here. We'll check it in, check it out, see what's going on. Okay, so here's another psych out. I've been getting pretty psyched out lately, and I don't know if it's because I've got this inner ear problem right now going on, because I do, or what's going on, but none of these knives seem to be the size that I think they are. So I've had quite a few lately that were not the size that I thought they were at all. And so this one is going in the direction, it's smaller than I thought it was. I thought that this knife was definitely bigger than this. I do like the frag pattern, and it feels good. Clearly it's been machined really well. Everything is smooth, feels really good. There's no sharp edges or pokey points anywhere on this knife. Yeah, I like it. It's got, I don't know, what is that, like bronze, anodized titanium hardware, matches the same bronze in the logo. Same on the collar. It's got the nice millwork. And the pocket clip's not recessed, but the screws are. And they're titanium, bronze anodized. And the inside of the clip, so you can see the outside of the clip, is kind of a subdued blue. The inside is super blue to match the lines in the scales. It's kind of a unique, nice little feature. Pretty cool. Hey, let's get in it. Ready? Bam. Okay. I mean, it's kind of snappy. Definitely not drop shut. You're going to have to coax it to the bottom. A couple of shakes. Very fluid. I mean, it's not like it's bound up at all. It's just a really thin, light blade. And the detent is pretty strong on here. This lock bar is at least 50%, maybe 55%. And the tension here is strong. And so my guess is if I take that tension off of that blade, that blade freewheels. Yeah, look at it. So everything that's keeping it from drop shut is that lock bar. I may move that a little tiny bit, not a lot, because I'm pretty sure I can fail this knife. And if I lighten it up, I could fail it even more. Let's see what's up. Yeah. Yeah, pretty easy to fail that. But just a little effort and it'll run. So again, I don't want to lighten it up too much, but I think I might lighten it up a little bit. So let's get in there. Let's see what's going on. I don't think there's anything special going on there. There's a little tension on this. That's kind of nice. Okay. I guess I could have got it out from Yeah, no, that's the only way I could have done that. Everything's falling out of it now. Let's get this other screw. I mean, small knife, but it's all T8s. That's pretty cool. I mean, why not? If you can, the barrel of the screw is the same size. It's just got a T8 head. I think I want to get rid of this if I can. It's not going to let me. There, that screw come down finally. What's holding me? Okay, pocket clip screw. Let's get it. Okay, I bragged on the T8s and then it's a T6. That's what I get. Sometimes you should just hold your tongue, right? That was in there good. No concerns about that going anywhere. All right, then the knife come apart. I think that screw will stay there. So it's not dirty in here. It's not overly oily. It's got a little bit of oil. We'll just clean it off. And I mean, it's oiled where I would expect it to be. And it doesn't look dirty. I mean, it's a used knife, or I bought it on the secondary market. So, you know, the question kind of remains, did the previous owner ever get it open and mess with it? I don't know. I mean, I don't see anything of concern here. I'm just going to clean it up and re-oil it. And I do think that I'm going to meddle with that lock bar just a little bit. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to take that steel insert out. There we go. Yeah, because I think it's got an over travel stop function. It does. So this little part right here is designed to bump into that scale so that you can't go too far when you're opening it. Well, that's going to keep me from adjusting it, so it's got to go. Okay, now that's a T8. All right. I guess if you was going to put a T8 randomly in there, you'd want it on that screw because you don't want any issues with the tension on that. And that's a small screw. I mean, it's not tall at all. So I wouldn't want any failures with that screw. So a little heavier duty, the better. So that steel insert just pops out. It had a little oil behind it. Nothing major. That pocket clip screw finally come down. All right, so I'm going to get a reference point, and it looks like it's just off the edge, me looking down through there. I'll try to illustrate that for you. I think the way I can do it is put this towel down. So if we're looking down there, it's just off the edge of the scale. So I'm going to move that ever so slightly to be just on the scale. Yeah. And that's all it took right there. I'm not going to change it any more than that. Just the tiniest little bit. All right, let's put this back together. So that's the bummer of titanium screws, is that my screwdriver won't pick them up. Especially these little tiny ones. My hands ain't built for that, man. I've seen some guys with like jeweler tweezers or whatever. And I don't know, man. If it gets to that, I think I won't take that knife apart. All right, so I really snugged that up well. Let me wipe down the rest of these little components before I go putting everything together. These are nice and shiny. That's good. The bearings will run well on that as long as the knife's clean. One more. I do see some Loctite on some of these screws too. So that's good. Wii does a good job of their production stuff, in my opinion. You know, but I also think that some other manufacturers are catching up. They're putting their work in, and they've got newer models that are toleranced better and put together better materials, and it shows. You know, back in the day, we had their improvements to make as well, and of course now look at them. They are a premier production knife manufacturer. No question, they make high-end knives from a production standpoint. You know, they're not a handmade custom shop. They do a lot of limited editions, limited runs, but it's a production knife. You know, there's not like one person sitting in a shop assembling, which, I mean, I don't know how many high-end knives are being made like that now. There's some customs, super customs, but I don't know. Yeah, so this is different. Got to kind of get it all close and then get that pivot screw down in there. Okay. I mean, it seemed kind of weird, but it functioned. No worries. Almost home. And of course, this last one is a T6. All right, let's snug everything up. Let's check this other one. Yeah, it's tight. Get this tight. I know that's tight because I got down. I put the business to it. This feels tight. Let's see. Yeah, there's no play in that whatsoever. I think that might be improved. Which I don't think it was the cleaning. I think it was changing the detent. So let's see what it did to the action. It's definitely lighter, but it really didn't change the ability to snap that out of there. And to be honest, that was so tight that it might have been creating resistance opening it. Not just the detent, but the detent riding on the blade. Speaking of that, let me put just a dab of oil on that detent ball. There we go. All right, let's get to it. Yeah, I think it's opening better and it's closing better. It's just like one little shake takes it all the way in. So much so that, let me check that tightness again. Yeah, it's plenty tight. Yeah, so the action way improved, much better. Yeah, it'll even bounce out of there if you catch it right. Okay. And for sure, if I take the tension off of that, that's just freewheeling in there now. Yep. Very nice. All right. Well, so action's good. Let's check the ergonomics. So it does create a little ramp here for a finger guard. and the knife is so small that it tucks into the hand here. So you've got kind of a platform to press backwards with this knife. This jimping on the top is very sharp. It's very grippy. So with the thumb forward, finger locked in here on this jimping's not near as sharp on this flipper tab, but it does lock in. So I'm going to say that this is a confident grip. If I was just carrying this around as a light little EDC knife in my pocket and I had to bring this to bear to defend myself, I could do it. I feel confident that I could maintain my grip in a fight with this knife if I had to. So yeah, I'm not going to crybaby about that grip at all. It's such a small knife. There is a little spot here to choke up to where if you're pulling backwards and just doing really fine work, I think you're okay. It's not for anything heavy, but to be honest, I don't think there's anything heavy in this knife's future. It's a small executive level, like this thing would be perfect in a pair of khakis wearing it to the office or an executive suit pocket. Yeah, you got your best Sears and Roebuck on, man. This could go right in your pocket and it would be right at home. Very unintimidating, a quality executive look to it, 100%. Let's check that pocket clip. I'm not sure if it'll run in thick pants, but I don't think it's made for them. But I'll bet you it'll run in your best tuxedo pants. Yeah, so it's going to run here fine. Look, this thick material goes under that lip. I mean, if you're going to make a clip, make it like that. Yeah, completely disappears in there. Very deep carry. A lot of tension on that against that frag. That thing, wherever you put it, it's going to stay. No doubt about it. Thinner material. Yeah, just as good. On this thicker material, I don't know. If I went in and out of my pocket 100 times a day or 20 times a day, would it eventually fray that against that frag pattern? Maybe. But, I mean, yeah, it runs perfect in there. And where I carry back here in this back corner pocket, perfect. No issues. Very tight in there. Deep carry. It's invisible down in there. I like it. What about safety? So, can I touch that blade through the back? Nope. What about the tip? Ooh, that tip's close. Look at that. Focus. There you are. Nope. Good to go. So, the clip's a real win. The safety's a win. The backspace and the tip. The action's good. What about sharpness? I'll be shocked if this isn't like razor blade sharp. I'm pretty sure that's a good illustration. If I wanted to say, hey, this knife is sharp, I think that just said it right there. Yeah, so price and availability. Really sharp, really keen looking executive knife. Great steel, 20 CV. Full titanium screws, titanium hardware, titanium pocket clip. Really good feel in the hand. You could also hold this knife in a pinch grip to do whatever. I don't know. Digging wax out of your ear. I probably wouldn't use this for that, but price and availability. So where's this knife currently? I know that there is a lot of them on eBay for sale and from secondary markets and first markets, brand new. There's a lot of them in there, and I paid a fair piece under $150 for this, and I think the majority of them's going for 200, 220, 225, 250. They're up there. So I would say anything around 180 and below is probably a deal. Did I get a deal on this one? I did. I mean, I took a run at it. Nobody was bidding at it. I shot a number at it late, which is a great strategy, and it stuck. So, yeah. Anyways, it is the CHARITH Frag Pattern Blue CPM 20 CV steel, limited to 300 total pieces being made. So there you go. I appreciate you watching.